badges. We don't need any badges. We don't need no stinking badges.
Live from Studio Z in Los Angeles, a trio who hail from the fragrant shores of San Pedro Harbor. These are the Minutemen.
This program has been made possible by Spin, the new music magazine, and Denon, manufacturers of quality recording tape.
About getting old, working a job, working for the man, or not working for the man, just getting paid by the man. soldier child. A band of scientist rock. First I was E. Bloom, Jared Hell, Joe Strummer, good old John Doe. Me and Mike Lott just playing easy guitar.
Thank you very much. Fabulous.
We'll be right back with more of the Minutemen live from Studio Z in Los Angeles after this break. Welcome back to the Minutemen live from Studio Z in Los Angeles.
I shut up for history. All that crap.
So, do you want new wave or do you want Patricia?
You've been listening to the Minutemen, live from Studio Z in Los Angeles. The men are Dennis Boon, Mike Watt, and George Hurley.
You are the Minutemen, right?
Yes.
And who are you?
I'm Mike Watt on bass.
George Hurley on drums. And where are you from?
San Pedro, California, which is the harbor of Los Angeles.
And, okay, so you are, what album are you on tour for?
We're Norfolk West. Or Norfolk.
Norfolk West.
Yes. We have a new album, Three-Way Tie for Last, but we toured last month, and then REM asked us to tour this month with them, and we obliged.
So how did REM find out about you?
Well, they said What Makes a Man Starts Fires was one of their favorite albums, Pete and Mike.
So they like punk.
They like Minutemen.
Okay.
Yeah, they like punk.
Michael Stipe actually interviewed us one time at the 688 Club in Atlanta, and we didn't know it was him.
Yeah, we didn't really know their band, and this long-haired dude came in and interviewed us, and we didn't. And then after the gig, some dude said, "Hey, he sings for REM," and yeah,
Okay.
after that, and now we're asked to play for them. It's much
Okay.
different than what we're used to.
So how long have you been touring? About a month?
With them, this is the 10th show, and we've got 8 more.
So
more.
the crowd's response tonight wasn't too good. What do you?
I thought it was pretty good.
You did really?
For a band as extreme and radical as us, for them to even sit there and listen to it was pretty tolerant and liberal of them.
Okay. Sounds pretty good.
I give them credit.
Okay. Someone has walked in.
D-Bone,
Familiar face.
D-Bone, come
How you
here.
doing?
This is interview for the radio, so you gotta get kind of close to the mic. Oops,
Get a little dressed here.
Okay. So how did you all meet each other?
The origins.
What are the origins of?
Yeah,
the Minutemen?
I'm going to be 28 in 2 weeks, and when I was 13, I was in the park in Pedro, where I live, and T-Boon fell out of a tree on me. He was playing on me with some of his buddies, and
These guys were the cats in the new apartments.
right, and then
They had to be shot on the spot.
yes, and George we met about 8 years ago, and because he had a shed. Me and T-Boon always had problem practicing, needing a place to practice, and drummers usually needed a pad because you couldn't play in your bedroom. And so that's how we got together. And then we never wrote songs. We played records for punk rock, and we wrote our own songs. And now we're here.
Okay. And how'd you get on SST?
Our first gig, we were
After 11 songs, 11 albums.
No, our first gig we opened up for the Plugs, the Gears, and the Red Cross at a local junior college in our town, or adjacent town.
Get close, Dean.
And Greg Ginn of Black Flag was there in the audience, and we've met him before, at gigs and stuff. And he walks up to us and says, "Hey, do you guys want to do a record?"
This is our first gig as me.
Sure, no problem. So like 3 weeks. Well, actually, the drummer we had then. It was like
scared,
2 weeks
quit.
after that, he got scared and quit. He wanted to go back to school, and that's when we got George.
Again.
And he only rehearsed with us for 2 weeks, and we went in the studio.
First you choked on a party.
Yeah, first we choked on the party. Yeah, well, I invited him to play. You choked. You didn't even show up. Man.
No, I was there.
I invited him to play
We were in the street.
Oh, that part. No, here we go. No, remember that we were supposed to record?
Greg and Chuck didn't show up.
Yeah, right. We were supposed to go to a party.
And I was
play.
ready to quit the band then too. But I stuck around.
And so how'd you get on there? How'd you get onto Alliance Records?
Well, me and T-Boon started New Alliance Records.
Oh,
all
okay.
that
That's a
was.
Good way.
And now we're the second SST record. We're SSTO to Paranoid Time. If you notice on the label. And since then,
Was Black Flag.
they've signed Bebop and Whiskers and things like this, and it's bigger and better, but we're still with them, still free to do what we want, and we get paid for the records we sell, so we're happy.
Any sign of a major label anytime soon?
Oh, no one's asked us. But we don't solicit ourselves either, really.
We're not knocking on their door.
Yeah.
Well, here's a complicated
But
question.
knocks, but don't come in.
You wanted to
Mailman.
you wanted to do a song with John Kay of Steppenwolf. What happened with that? How come?
Well, it's on Project Merch. It's called Halen.
He said he appreciated everybody's.
His manager did.
So you didn't even get to talk to him.
No, but he wrote us a letter
Yeah.
saying, good, best of luck, man.
Dear fill in the blank.
Yeah, dear fill in the blank, blank people. No, you know, what can we say? We wanted to make fun of our producer on that record, so we did one of his
You got
favorite
the
bands.
Coca-Colas over there? Yeah.
Okay, and who does your artwork for your covers? I like.
Oh, D-Boon. Ray Pettibone's done some, like the What Makes a Man Start Fires, but D-Boon's done most of them. Like Project Merge, he did the new album, Freeway Time for Last, he painted our three heads on some dude's plaques on his wall.
Okay, and do you think?
Understand Freeway Time for Last? See,
Yeah.
the Great Equalizer, we're all
Last.
egalitarian.
Plus after the.
Oh yeah, for last. No,
Plus
I-
after people get the I'm downwind of our lyrics, that's what they try to put us.
Yeah, that's right. Do you
That's
have
what we
any-
can say when they
Do you have any
ask.
questions about the lyrics or
Look at the
music?
cover.
Well, you have changed a little bit since the start.
Well, we hope so.
Is that? I mean, did you plan that, or did it just happen?
Nah.
Yeah.
Our records are like communicators. This is the way we're feeling now. They're not meant to be timeless. That's why we do them every 6 months.
Okay.
We don't write the one song that'll take you back to my store.
And we write rivers.
No secret formulas.
Not bricks, but rivers. You know, I was born in Virginia, in Portsmouth.
Oh.
My dad was a chief in the Navy for 20 years. And this was one of his points of call.
Do you ever see yourself on MTV?
Oh yes, we've
Yeah, I've
done
seen
4
ourselves
videos.
But
This ain't
like,
no picnic got on it.
like
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
IRS cutting edge, but
No, it's been in
A
rotation.
regular MTV, we did it.
We made it for $400. They're more effective than magazine ads, so we stopped taking out ads and make videos.
And also a couple times on The Cutting Edge, which was
Right.
a program they aired once a month.
No, but
Right.
just regular MTV, not the Cutting Edge, did an interview with us too.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
And also video and information on a whole is getting really decentralized. So we can play these cable, we get on a lot of these small cable, which have just as much power as MTV, maybe not as centralized, but it gets out there, you know, it's a phone company, right? We ain't part of the phone company, but we'll call up our friends on, you see, understand?
Okay.
We ain't part, but we are part.
So what's it been like touring with REM?
Fun?
There's different things, these big gigs.
They're very nice guys over there.
Really righteous dudes, but I mean, as far as playing gigs, God, I can't even see people's faces.
The venues are a lot different than ours.
You can like feel the energy off the crowd. You can't feel it's all up to D Boon and George to get me motivated. I can't even tell what's happening on there. But at the same time, there's a lot of people seen us once and never even seen us. Who are afraid of clubs, they think we're hardcore. You know, we have nothing to do with hardcore, but it's hard to get them to believe that punk rock meant being free and hardcore is anti-punk rock. You know, they don't understand this, but we don't expect them to. But when they come to a gig like this and you say the response was mixed, well, I think we set out to polarize people, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We're not that homogenous in a lot of ways.
Do you like to play a big place like this, or some small place like 930 Club?
I told you there's advantages and
yeah.
disadvantages.
Okay.
You see
You
a
know,
lot
we
of
playing the
people.
930 Club because you could, be in touch with the people. Here, you know, you can reach out.
You ain't gonna get 3,000 people in that little
Yeah.
thing. But at the same time, we can't even tell there's 3,000 people. It's really weird. It's like a microscope. Everybody's got their eye on us, but they can't be with us on the slide with us. We're almost.
So what's next for the Minutemen? Any projects?
Yes, triple album in the summer. Half live and well, on our tour we told the spiel, but we haven't on this because we're just opening the act. But we're putting ballots in Freeway Tie for Last, and people can vote on their favorite Minuteman songs. We're going to record 30 live ones, the ones that people vote for. Oh man, we got to go to the laundromat tomorrow.
Who would you say your influences are?
Oh yeah, like Creedence.
Öyster Cult.
Yeah, and T-Rex.
Yeah, I know you do a lot of covers.
And
So.
Kiss. Well, we didn't for a long time because we were ashamed of those roots, but now we see the 70s in the corner of our eyes and we want to make sure people know what the fuck tons. I mean, as far as music goes, we liked it a lot, but as far as being us and Pedro, not even writing our own tunes for years, right? It's like building little models. Somehow if you copied this dude's song, you got joy. We didn't think about playing for people. It took punk rock, some dude dressed up silly to do it. Show us that.
Questions, Jeremy?
Let's talk politics. Told you guys love to talk politics.
Oh yeah.
Can we get
Hey,
speed
dude.
on this?
Okay. Anything close to your heart that you would love to see changed within the next 5 minutes, if you had the power to do it.
Next 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Cut defense spending 100%. No, at least, I mean, you can't knock everybody out of work that fast. I'll settle for 50%.
I think do lawn work and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd cut aid to the Contras right now.
Yeah. Aid to the Contras.
But
that. And all the organizations that claim that they're freedom fighters, you know, defending democracy when they're just petty little neo-militarists who just get their off.
well, in the case of Nicaragua, there's some Mosesistas. I mean, fuck.
Well, there was this ex-general on I've seen him on a few talk shows here and there, and he's like getting money to defend. He claims there's 8 democracies in the world that are in danger of being overcome by communist takeover, and his mission is to raise money to buy trucks and planes and things like that for the freedom fighters. And I think people like that should not be allowed to do that in our country. You know, I mean, it is a free country, but it's not that free.
Not to wage war on other people
Right.
like that.
That's it.
And in the long run, we shoot ourselves in the foot. We make ourselves look enemies to the world, and
That's right.
it's counterproductive all the way around. But I guess if you're older,
Because that doesn't represent America.
No.
It's American money that he's using, and American
or,
weapons.
a small minority, and if you're old and you think you're going to die, I guess you don't give a fuck about tomorrow. Which look,
Those guys should be
heck.
stopped.
And then I guess our president, things like that. I didn't vote for him both times, so I can say that I'm not for him.
The
at all.
Democrats aren't into contra aid. But they're
Some
under
of them.
pressure.
In the South here, you have a funny kind of Democrat. Oh, we have funny ones there too. We're part of the Democratic Party, but we would like to embarrass them heavily. We think they've let down their own principles in a lot of ways, and try to right this trend, this right-wing trend. And it's so phony, man. I get so embarrassed. I would like to embarrass them. We made one of our videos at a picnic one to try to, get people not to vote for even, but whatever. Came out a week too late. And I think I blew the, no. We believe in democracy and stuff, and our side loses. We wait for the next election.
It's only 4 years.
Yeah.
8 in this case.
Read a lot of good songs before then.
Damn right. And then, a lot of ways is we try to make a thing that's living and breathing so people can believe it. It's not just some shtick to sell records. I think that's what the Clash became. It's a caricature of themselves, We would never want to fall into that trap. So, our humanity, we try to prove our theories by our humanity. Maybe people can understand what kind of pro-human, pro-life, not anti-abortion, pro-life, but pro-life in the sense of being free and running your own affairs without fucking with somebody else, which seems not hip for Americans.
See,
Used to be a time the world loved us.
We grew up in the 60s as children.
There used to be a time when the world really loved us, and people in charge have really fucking let us down.
That's a good start.
Why not run for president?
Seriously.
Well,
No.
we make better guitars and basses.
I couldn't handle a job like that.
But the idea, the reason we don't complain about IBM and stuff is because they don't pretend that you can change their company. It's their company.
Mm-hmm.
And there is this little dream that you actually have a say in the government, a little tiny one. And we're testing that theory. You don't know what the wall is unless you push. And we're pushing. I mean, you can't write against Union Carbide or people like this because we don't have any stake in that company. Even though they fuck with us, they think they got a stake in our lives. But the government, there's this old piece of paper, reading the people. Me and Boon are silly and kind of believe in that. We wish more people would. Ronald Reagan really gets it half-assed backwards when he starts stopping.
So you are some very patriotic Americans. No?
No.
Don't like America?
Patriotic, go along with right?
No, we're not into nationalism.
No.
We were born here by luck.
Okay.
When we were born, Mexico, we got
We're on the line of conscientious Americans.
No, there's some good ideas. We'd like to see them, but that doesn't mean we wrap ourselves in a flag. You know what I mean? They're good ideas to me. In fact, whoever wants to use them in the world, you need to. I think that's the problem with Russia. They're a little too patriotic. Everybody's fighting for their dad's dad, and it's like, give me a break, I want to puke. It's always the working men of one country get sent to fight the working men of another country, and the old dudes laugh.
And I'm a quarter Chippewa Indian, and I was kind of raised in the
Those Americans were
real Americans, and I've always had that insight of what America really is, what they've done to
some
the
bad
Indians,
parts.
and
Better jazz and rock. I mean,
there's good things and bad things.
That's the problem.
I'm
There's no
not
purity.
yeah.
If anything, we're anti.
See, so there's
purity.
being an American patriot, it's a little hard to swallow.
Yeah, the greatest thing about America is not having to prove you're American. It's
Right.
a liberal tradition where you get to be free enough, and still have responsibility not to, screw your neighbor and stuff. That's real politics, shooting your neighbor because his dog barks, or you get shot because you don't like his dog bark. See, but I wish it was as simple as government, and far away like that. But it's not. It's power, and it's very close, and people like to separate it. Like music today, reggae, ska, punk. It used to be when it was just music and people were brought together. Now it's my gang, your gang. It's funny things, and they're all connected. As the political spectrum goes to the right, you can see music gets more gang oriented. It's really funky. We're against that trend. So the only trend, I think America's like a fad oriented thing. It's cool. We don't believe in the progress or regress. It's more like circles. We go through these birth things. 9 months. We're reborn. Maybe it's 9 years, 10 years. We got a theory about that. 10 years.
20 years.
20 years.
Do you think breakdancing will come back in 20 years from now?
The band that started rap music was the Last Poets. Are you familiar with them?
The band that started rap
Yeah.
were the Last Poets.
In the 60s, you ever heard them?
They rap some heavy skills.
And it's funny how it turned into a good time.
Well, just you know how moods change. You had hula hoop back in the 50s. What do you got now?
New wave.
New wave.
You had,
New stuff.
right. Same old hag and a brand new rag.
Jeremy?
Yeah. See, I'll edit this bit out.
Oh yeah.
10 years too. There's a cycle every 10 years. You got 47 is the Berlin Wall.
Well,
Not Berlin Wall.
well, even in
Berlin
America.
airdrop. 57 is Elvis Presley. 67 is
Sputnik.
LSD.
I'm 57.
77 is John Rotten.
87 is Jesse Helms.
Jesse Helms.
No. Or Bob Dornan, where we live. It's just music. It's not just relegated to stuff. America. When I think of how it's funny, we create this great culture and music and stuff, and it always takes some foreign guys wearing the clothes kind of funny to make us discover ourselves again. It's funny. I think it's part of our dream is fucked up. This idea of the middle class dream where you grow up to, society builds itself so it can put itself in suburbia and cul-de-sacs, and those always fall in. The youth always eat their parents. You're giving me everything, Mom, and now I'm a shit in your swimming pool, hippie and punk, hardcore thing. I could see that. Me and D. Boon used it as a way to play gigs. See, it wasn't a social movement. I can see it's just the parallels hit me real close. And before that, you had world wars. So youth got a little too rowdy, just sent them out to war. Now, wars like that, we use foreigners, proxies, contras, So we have to deal with them. And the dream's corrupt, and they're drug abuse, child beating, all kinds of shit like that. They cave in. So I think there's real problems with our dream. I don't know if there's a model anywhere else in the world we could copy. We're going to have to figure it out. People shouldn't pretend that it works because it's corrupt.
Can I say you kind of look like Abby Hoffman and kind of act like him?
Abby Hoffman, yeah.
How about you, Del Rambo?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. See, I hate on it, blood. I hate beards. This is supposed to be mocking this shit so people will understand. Oh yeah, good. Fine. I'm not mocking them so people will understand that survivalism is not hip. It's fucking.
So, closing off, the future for the Minutemen. Do you see you guys getting played on commercial radio and really getting to the masses with all these ideas?
They want us.
Oh, we're working on just college radio.
Would be nice to be on commercial radio, but
We'll see.
We got the top
We'll
one,
give it a shot.
Yeah, don't mellow out anything.
Chicago 86, what was that station?
Yeah, that's a funny thing, man. You know, art's a fucking crapshoot. You don't know how you're gonna connect with people. We're giving our best shot. We put Echo on the drums at the new album. Maybe that will get us on commercial radio. And 5 covers, right? That's how Quiet Riot.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. You know, we have contempt for the whole star system thing. But look, like the phone company, right? You gotta pay that quarter.
And sometimes.
But once you get on the phone, you can organize a barbecue.
Wrapping it up, and last comments.
We appreciate having a chance to talk to you.
Oh, no problem, anytime.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Can you say something about how you like WODU?
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna get you guys to
do
do a drop in a minute. After we close this off.
What is it? Hi,
We're the Minutemen.
Boon,
And Mike Quad. And you're listening to WODU.
Tidewater's Alternative.
Yeah! Hey, Brooklyn out here? Oh, yeah! Water still is the sorta. About rap is what I bustin' like the light. We're right over easy and right. Obligated to perform for the ladies' delight. Well, listen, much so trust, never give me a fuss. We'll make it all break it like a ride in the bus. Cool city so pretty, well I'm an ain't kidding. So with the end, cause you make full better. Like the crew man tries with the real nitty gritty. To make the beat of a bite off your titty. Most American and Latin. You hit the street top with the sweet beat, bumping at the all round time, so don't stand stop for that beat. Make you wanna freak, or come on, a part of people, cause it's so unique, cause it's the beat of two. We're grab box views, quite subtle by a couple of brothers, that's two. Made for ease, designs and schemes to make the guys stay, make it while the girls try, please, and try, please. But don't you let it see, cause you are beat two, I'll never see. Yo, what's your name? Yeah, and you? And you? And you? Yeah, that's my mother. That's my mom's out here. What you know? Where they be hanging out. What's up? What's up? Correct. We're here to infect the competition with a bitch in order to put them in check. Well, our style's complicated, as we are demonstrated, calculated for her mind, but also regulated for the folks who are younger. Big older people wonder, and why the product under for the knowledge we hunger, because it is the age we're in, and what we now for. Press our Ellen score, since it's such a core. Don't call, check the passengers off. Make you present, even pleasant to the day that's before. Be bold, not cold, is what I was told. To me strictly from my dad when I was 12 years old. To live a life of occupation, to take a variation, to try for almost goals and not to lack imagination. So life is a fact, you can't turn back, and if you wanna be exact, just keep it intact. But like the year I wear, the voice you hear, the constant stare from the girls over there, up and down my spine, the feeling's divine. We'll dine, drink wine like a pantomime. When not a word will be said, beforehand read, I'm yours, your mine, so don't be misled. To believe, conceive, I thought to deceive, but the man of the ages will always achieve that glory. Yeah, that's right, just wiggle that body. Woo, woo. What's up, crowd on this side? I haven't even seen y'all. Yeah. We got Tilo Rock in the house. Word. We got Grandmaster D. Yeah, all the brothers. Any brothers out here from West Hempstead out here? Anybody from Hempstead? Cause Long Island is wildin'. Long Island is wildin'. And that's where I'm staying right now. Long Island is wildin'. you soon see. For my man Eric B, he know what time it is. Taking command, taking command, taking command. Yeah. When the CDC know the fight to come, and yes, off Flatbush is where I'm from. We're located in the brook and only for some. Nor the rise for the wise, and never the dumb. We're not the small and weak-hearted, alone the dead-parted. For our mind, Oak Island where I'm started. I call it Mortalis, it's rugged and callous. In the time I light up my challenge. So think about the life most people become offended. The kind of lifestyle that becomes an obsession for a need. Greed, number devil is deed. We'll bleed and bleed if we're meant to succeed and lead. Devour, to excavate the power every day and every hour. Cause we control the tower, so without a show died. For partner will provide. I beat the move you feet upon the range so you can ride. Proceed with aggression, yes, we'll make it a collection. So the name man trying to be a number one selection. Cause we are the crew. I know you like, and yes, he controls the beat. And I hold the mic, and yes, he got the stare. And I gave the flare. And everybody who, yes, everybody what? Everybody just controlling our rear. Woo! And that's all for tonight, folks. Peace. I love you all. Sticky command. Sticky command. Sticky command.